Hello beautiful people and welcome to a super hilarious episode in which we're gonna ask the question, what is the highest march size you ever seen a player in Top War running around with? And of course we will debunk where is that march size actually coming from, and is it possible to push it even higher right now? And you guys gonna let me know in the comments if you have found something even bigger than that. So let's go a second into the Warzone exercise, and the player which we have found is actually this player right here from the server 148, and you see here 44 units per slot. Good, but you know what, we actually have a battle report. Let's jump into that. So here we have the battle report and his march, in this case for the Navy, which has a whopping 145 million combat power for this march alone. And if we scroll down, what you're seeing there, 391 march size. And of course, if you are pressing the replay, this player is upstairs, you see he has slots with 44 units on it, which is absolutely crazy. But you know what, let's dig a little bit deeper into this. So first of all, of course, I think not only me, but also you are super curious to see his Navy stats. So let's have a look at that. 6'8 and 5'8, that's the HP and the attack of Navy, which is crazy. 906 damage increase, 864 damage decrease. And what's super important is, of course, the DEF. So let's have a look at that too. 79% on the Navy, plus on top a 175.1% DEF for all units. Absolutely crazy. But you guys are here because of the march size. So let's have a look at that. Good. So where is this march size coming from? The Science 16. Then we have the Hero Skills 87, Decoration 150, VIP Privileges 3, Hero Bond 8, Mastery 6, Base Effects. These are the base skins which gives you that holding in stock march size. And of course we also see that he used that base skin to give him an extra 10 march size for 30 minutes. We also see 3 march size coming from the Loot Quest Relics. And of course, what we are seeing here are just only 2 march size coming from the Enigma Beast. And as of right now, we are looking at the march size of 391. But let's have a closer look at the Enigma Beast, shall we? Because you know, there is one pet, which is the deer. And if you are super lucky, you can get actually these main attributes a +1 march size. And if you bring this pet to 5 stars, then you're gonna get a +5 march size just from one single deer. Now, if we are looking at the platforms, let's go first to the mastery, and we can have a look in here. The first platform, you can actually equip here a deer. There, it's possible. You can see that. So that's 1. Then you need 1 here. That's 2. And other than this, you can only put 2 deers on these platforms. Let's go into the second tab for the formations. And here we can see on slot number 1, we can also put a deer if we want to. So that's 3 deers. 1 you need here, that's 4th. That's 5th. And pretty much everything else, I mean the slots, have a specific pet requirements, which is not deer. So we are a 5th right now. And if we go to the last tab, we can have a look. We see another deer in here, but all other platforms, as far as I checked, you cannot equip another deer. So that's a total of 6 deers which you can put in here, and presumably you bring them to 5 stars. That's gonna give you an extra 30 march size. Now let's go back to the stats, because he has only 2. So 28 is still possible to be obtained, and then we officially have jumped over 400 march size in Top War. Of course, the march size can go even higher, especially if you are, for example, in Eternal Land or Terra Aurora. There's also a research which can give you another 25 march size, which definitely gonna make this absolutely super crazy. So people, before we finish this episode, let me remind you something super important, because Rework Game has launched a vote here regarding the changes which they have done in the month of September. And I think it's absolutely super important to take a moment of your time, read through all this stuff and vote, because it's super important for Rework Game to understand which changes are welcomed by the community and which changes are kind of not something which the community would prioritize, or maybe you think that's a total bad idea. So I think it's super important to do that. And as always, yeah, don't forget to support what supports you back, and that is this channel. And the best way to do so is to watch my videos, subscribe to the channel, share this channel with your friends. Thank you very much for watching, and I'm gonna catch you in the next episode. Ciao, ciao, ciao.